Hey, Nerd Society, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into all the confirmed villains set to appear in Marvel's upcoming animated series, Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. This show is already generating a ton of buzz, and with Spidey facing off against some major threats, things are looking intense. So, if you're a true Spider-Man fan, make sure to hit that like button, drop a comment on which villain you're most excited to see, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome superhero content. Let's swing into it. Lonnie Lincoln is introduced as the charismatic and hardworking captain of Midtown High's football team. Described as kind-hearted and humble, he seems impossible to dislike, but his future holds a morally challenging path. Unlike in the comics, where he was Robbie Robertson's classmate instead of Peter Parker's, this version of Lonnie may have a closer connection to Spider-Man's early days. An albino, Lonnie was exposed to a chemical compound that hardened his skin to the point of resembling stone, hence his nickname, Tombstone. Over time, he built a criminal empire in Harlem and eventually rose to power as New York City's Kingpin, filling the void left by Wilson Fisk. Norman Osborn, CEO of Oscorp, uncovers Peter Parker's secret identity as Spider-Man and offers to sponsor the young hero. "With my help, you'll achieve greatness," Osborn says, providing Spider-Man with a high-tech black and white suit. His intentions seem noble at first, but his true nature will likely be revealed in future seasons. As the series progresses, Norman's journey from benefactor to Spider-Man's arch-nemesis, the Green Goblin, is set to unfold. His transformation into the twisted villain who haunts Spider-Man's every step will add a deep layer of complexity to the story, and the stakes will only grow higher. Harry Osborn, the son of industrialist Norman Osborn, is portrayed as a wealthy and stylish teenager who seems to have it all. However, in reality, he lives a secluded and isolated life, often coming off as a bit of a hipster. He craves friendship but struggles to fit in, trying to appear cool in front of others despite his anxieties. In the comics, Peter didn't meet Harry until college, where they eventually formed a strong bond. But upon learning that his father was the Green Goblin and his best friend was Spider-Man, Harry succumbed to the Osborn legacy and became the new Green Goblin. This complex relationship between Harry and his father's villainous mantle may also be explored in the animated series. Silvio Manfredi, aka Silvermane, is the first enemy Spider-Man faces in this series. A powerful mafia boss and leader of the Manfredi crime family, Silvermane becomes a significant threat when Peter and Nico investigate a mysterious attack on Midtown. As Peter uncovers more about the attack, he discovers that his powers were transferred in a strange way, enhancing his strength and speed as he escapes Silvermane's goons. Silvermane's right-hand man is the super-strong Marco, the Mountain Man, who works alongside the formidable enforcers. Fancy Dan, a martial arts expert, Montana, a skilled lasso wielder, and the Brewdogs. Together, they form a dangerous criminal force that Spider-Man will have to contend with as the series progresses. Scorcher, the fiery villain responsible for the attack on Midtown High, makes his debut as one of Spider-Man's early foes. Introduced in Untold Tales of Spider-Man #1 in 1995, his appearance is retroactively set during the early years of Spider-Man's career, fitting into the timeline of the classic Stan Lee and Steve Ditko era in The Amazing Spider-Man. Before turning to a life of crime as a mercenary, Stephen Jamal Hudak was a skilled chemist with a master's degree in chemical engineering. As Scorcher, he wears a fireproof suit that shields him from intense heat and explosions generated by his wrist-mounted flamethrowers. His early heists were funded by a pre-Green Goblin Norman Osborn, who hired Scorcher to steal industrial secrets from Oscorp's rivals. Wilson Fisk, known as the Kingpin, will be voiced by Vincent D'Onofrio, who previously portrayed the character in live action in Daredevil, Hawkeye, and Echo. Fisk first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man #50 in 1967, and has since become one of the most notorious criminal masterminds in the underworld, a formidable enemy not only to Spider-Man, but also to Daredevil. Despite lacking superhuman abilities, Fisk's strength is no joke. He is a trained sumo wrestler with impressive physique and exceptional intelligence, which makes him an imposing figure in both physical and strategic confrontations. His presence as Spider-Man's enemy adds a layer of depth and danger to the series. Hugh Dancy, known for his roles in Hannibal and Law & Order, voices Octopus, better known as the supervillain DoctorOctopus, in this animated series. First introduced in Amazing Spider-Man #3 in 1963, Octavius was originally an atomic researcher who became connected to 4 artificial, mind-controlled arms, which he used to handle radioactive substances after a lab accident. As one of Spider-Man's deadliest and most recurring foes, Dr. Octopus would go on to form the Sinister Six and even swap minds with his greatest enemy in a high-stakes battle of wits and power. His intelligence and control over his mechanical appendages make him one of the most dangerous villains Spider-Man faces. Matt Gargan, also known as the Scorpion, first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man #20 in 1964. Created by J. Jonah Jameson, who funded experimental mutations to create an anti-Spider-Man weapon, Gargan was transformed into the Scorpion by Dr. Farley Stillwell. His mission was to destroy Spider-Man, making him one of Peter Parker's most personal foes. Armed with a battle suit that includes deadly pincers and a mechanical tail, the Scorpion became a powerful and vengeful villain. Over time, Gargan vowed revenge not only against Spider-Man for his defeat, but also against Jameson for turning him into a monster, cementing his hatred for both men. Speed Demon James Sanders, originally a pharmaceutical chemist, gained superhuman speed when the Grandmaster, one of the cosmic elders of the universe, granted him this power. Initially an enemy of the Avengers, Sanders rebranded himself as the villain Carisco and went on to fight Spider-Man as part of the Sinister Syndicate alongside villains like Beetle, Boomerang, Hydro-Man, and Rhino. Like most speedsters, Carisco possesses reflexes faster than light, the ability to run at hundreds of kilometers per hour, and superhuman leg muscles. In the animated Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series, these abilities seem to be enhanced with cybernetic improvements, making him an even more formidable threat. Bentley Whitman, introduced as an enemy of the original Human Torch in Strange Tales No. 102 in 1962, is a brilliant inventor whose scientific feats often seem magical. Known by the moniker Mago, his intellectual genius is nearly as dangerous as his arsenal of advanced weapons, which include anti-gravity discs and power gloves. Whitman's genius and weaponry have made him a consistent threat, particularly in his role as the leader of the Frightful Four. This villainous group, which originally included Medusa, the Trickster Trapster, and Spider-Man foe Sandman, frequently clashed with the Fantastic Four, with Mago's tactical mind at the forefront of their schemes. Dmitry Smerdyakov, a Soviet spy, became a master of disguise through his use of special effects makeup and costumes, earning the title of the Chameleon. He first impersonated Spider-Man after masquerading as a scientist to steal missile defense plans. However, after his plot was thwarted, Dmitry was deported back to Russia. As Spider-Man posed a significant threat, the vengeful Chameleon enlisted his half-brother, Kraven the Hunter, to eliminate the web-slinger on his behalf. Since his debut in Amazing Spider-Man #1 in 1963, the Chameleon has assumed many identities, and in * Amazing Spider-Man #307*, he began using a face-changing serum that allowed his flesh to become malleable like clay, enabling him to instantly shapeshift into anyone he desired. Alexei Sitsovic, known as the Rhino, first appeared in Amazing Spider-Man #41 in 1966 during a mission to capture Colonel John Jameson, the astronaut's son of J. Jonah Jameson. A member of the Russian Mafia, Alexei's muscular physique and low intelligence made him the perfect candidate for an experiment that turned him into a superhuman assassin. Subjected to months of chemical and radiation treatments, Alexei's body was permanently bonded to a molecular adhesive suit designed to be as strong as a rhinoceros's skin. This suit not only made him incredibly powerful, but also durable enough to take on heavyweights like the Hulk, making him a formidable adversary for Spider-Man. Milos Masaryk, also known as the Unicorn, first appeared in Tales of Suspense #56 in August 1964. A Russian intelligence agent, Milos was sent to spy on Stark Industries and later fought Iron Man using a helmet equipped with multiple lasers and beams from his horn-shaped power conduit. The unicorn's strange appearance and dangerous weaponry made him a unique and persistent threat. While primarily an enemy of Iron Man, his capabilities and backstory suggest that he could serve as a formidable adversary for Spider-Man in this new animated series. Shathra, the spider wasp, is a creature from the astral plane that feeds on spider totems. Like Spider-Man, similar to Venom, she possesses deadly traits, but is faster and stronger than her prey. Shathra can immobilize her victims with paralytic stingers, making her a formidable and natural enemy to the spider totems, who are responsible for weaving the web of life and destiny. Her unique origin and terrifying powers make her a dangerous force, especially for Spider-Man, as she represents a cosmic-level threat that goes beyond the usual street-level villains. Shathra's role in the animated series could provide a supernatural twist to the battles Spider-Man faces. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed this dive into the villains confirmed for the upcoming Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man series. If you like what you saw, don't forget to hit that like button. It really helps the channel grow. Drop your thoughts in the comments. We'd love to hear what you think about these exciting new threats. And if you haven't already, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on more superhero content, updates, and deep dives right here. Your support means the world to us, and we can't wait to bring you more amazing videos. Stay tuned for more, and as always, thanks for being part of the Nerd Society family.